One day, a trip from school went to the zoo. They were all very excited, but Mr. Wynne hadn't slept very well because he was afraid of the crocodiles. When they arrived at the zoo, the first animals they went to see were the snakes, and the snakes hissed, and they sounded a little bit like this. After seeing the snakes, the children from school went to see the gorillas, and one gorilla had a really itchy back and was scratching his back against the side of the cage, and it sounded a little bit like this. Next, some of the kids wanted to see the small, cute little mice, but the mice squeaked, and it didn't sound very nice. They squeaked a bit like this. One of the boys wanted to see the big massive elephant, but the elephant had eaten too much the day before, and the elephant sounded a bit like this. The teacher turned his head, and you know what was behind him? Was a small army of penguins, and their feet slapped on the floor like this as they walked. Oh no! We've lost one of the pupils. Where is he? Where's he gone? Mr. Wynne didn't know what to do, so he went running all around the zoo looking for the lost pupil, and he was out of breath when he came back. He went to the reception and he told them, "Quick, put a message out on the tannoy. This little boy's lost." So they put a message out on the tannoy, and it sounded a bit like this. "Will Ben please come to reception, please? Will Ben please find his way to reception?" But you know what? Ben wasn't lost at all. He'd been there the whole time. Just he'd bought a new hat, and Mr. Wynne hadn't recognised him. Next, they all went to see the seals. And the seals were doing some tricks in the pool, and they were bouncing a ball on their heads, and it sounded a bit like this. Well, it had been a busy day, and everyone wanted to relax a bit, especially me, Mr. Wynne. So we all went and sat by the lake, and there were some ducks, and they sounded a bit like this. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, there was a loud bang, and it sounded like gunshot. And you've guessed it, it sounded like this. Everyone was scared. Had someone been shot? No. It was the big baboon. A big baboon had stolen a balloon from a little boy and had popped it. So it wasn't a gun at all. Everyone was safe. Everyone went home quite happy after such an exciting day at the zoo. Can you retell that story with the sound effects and using a balloon to recreate the sounds? Or if you like, you could make up your own story using sounds using a balloon. If you come up with a nice story yourself, maybe you'd like to film it and send it in. I'd be very excited to see what you come up with. Okay, see you soon. Goodbye.